Good morning.
Morning.
Why don't you sit down? Coffee?
Yes, thank you.
And you take cream, right? And here is your omelet. Just the way you like it.
Yes, that's my favorite breakfast. You've got it right.
Well, I must say that your kitchen is very well stocked. It's breakfast, your favorite meal, the way it always was?
It always has been. It still is.
Well, did you have a good time last night with Barbara? No mishaps, no car trouble?
No trouble at all.
Oh, good. I must say that I was just a tiny bit worried when you weren't home by 2 a.m. I was up, of course, checking on the baby. You know, she was quite restless.
This omelet is delicious.
Thank you. In any case, I left my door ajar a bit. I thought perhaps you'd stop by and say goodnight to me. I guess you were too tired.
Have you tried this croissant? This is delicious.
Yes, I nibbled a bit earlier. Travis? Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Erica, as a matter of fact, there is. You can knock it off.
Marissa's going to be staying in Pine Valley?
That's what she said this morning. Mel and I ran into her with Jeremy at McKay's.
Oh, I see. Did your mother say why she decided to stay?
David, I had planned to tell Natalie myself.
Oh, sorry. Look, I better be going. Bye, Natalie. Remember, anything I can do to help.
Yes, thank you. Did you talk her into staying?
Yes. She's not going to intrude in our lives.
Oh, she already has. I don't see any reason why she shouldn't continue.
Please, Natalie, don't start this. We have something very special between us. Let's make more of it. Let's not throw it away.
Well, you're certainly enjoying all of this, aren't you?
Yes, every little moment. I cannot wait to see you drive that wedge between Natalie and Jeremy. So, what's your next move?
Well, I can't do anything overt. I just have to be available at the right moment.
Well, and you will hasten that moment, of course.
I do have a project that will force Jeremy to spend a great deal of time with me.
Excellent.
Oh, I will be in touch with progress reports.
I look forward to them.
It was good seeing you again, Palmer.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Melanie.
Miss Rumpel, look at this.
What is the chance for perfect happiness? It's what I want.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes. Brooke is out of my life completely. And now I can actually say to the world that I love this woman. And I do love you, Dixie, more than anybody I've ever known. So marry me. Say yes.
It's Color Tile's Savings Celebration. Our 700th store is open. And to celebrate, every Color Tile has 700 beautiful looks on sale.
I don't know how to answer you. I want so much to believe that we could be together. I mean, I care so much about you, but...
But?
Oh, it's just happening so fast. I mean, I just get confused. You know that always happens when I'm around you.
There's only one thing you need to know. I love you with all my heart.
Well, see, I know you're saying that, but I just don't know that you mean it.
Oh, you do. You do. Yes, you do. In your heart, you know.
Well, see, the thing is that I think about the baby, and then I think about you, and then I think about Mrs. Chandler.
No. Brooke is out of my life completely.
But is she out of your heart? I mean, can you honestly say that?
Yes, of course I can. You are the only woman I want. Dixie, I need you. I need to marry you. I need to have you with me every day and every night.
I need more time.
Dixie, it's the perfect solution for you and the baby.
But it's just not right. I mean, it just doesn't seem right to start a life on top of somebody else's misery. It's just not decent.
Is it decent for the baby to be born out of wedlock? Dixie, we've got to get married, and as soon as possible.
I mean, we can't. Well, you're not even free yet.
Dixie, the child is to be born into a family, and a family takes time to build. You know that. I want the very best of everything for our baby.
Do you really want that?
Do I want to build a home for our child? Do I want to love you with all of my soul? Yes, of course, that's what I want.
Sorry, I mean, it's just so hard for me. I mean, I want this too. I mean, you know I do so much, but...
Well, then say yes. Oh.
Let me get that, okay? Excuse me.
Hey.
Will, I didn't know you were coming.
What the hell is he doing here?
Oh, we're just talking, Will. It's nothing...
You get away from my sister right now.
Will, do it.
Or you won't live through this day.
Don't talk to
Dixie,
him
he is
like
a
that.
piece of garbage.
No, he is not. He is trying to do the right thing. He wants to marry me.
The man will burn in hell first.
Myra! Myra! I don't want this to get to you.
I can't help it. If Dixie sees this, she's going to fall apart.
I'll take care of Dixie. Here you are. So, what else is going to pop up in front of me? I suppose you sold this house while I was away, too.
I have no idea what you're talking.
That. It seems the whole world knows that Adam Chandler fathered Dixie's child, but you chose not to tell me. Why was I kept in the dark?
Adam? I didn't tell you because I didn't know.
Well, I can hardly believe that.
Well, it's the first I've seen of it.
She's telling the truth. No one knew. I didn't even know till
If you'll
yesterday.
excuse me, I'll go back to work.
Oh, no. Will. Uncle Palmer, you've got to find Will and stop him. Please.
Stop him from what?
Killing Mr. Chandler.
No, he wouldn't do anything so foolish.
He's already tried.
What? What's going on around here?
Dixie told Will about Mr. Chandler yesterday, and he went over there with a whip.
Really?
Mr. Chandler had Will arrested.
Is he in jail?
No. Dixie convinced Mr. Chandler to drop the charges.
A whip? A whip? Oh, I wish I'd been there.
Dixie wanted Will to promise that he would never go after Mr. Chandler again,
Well,
but he
good for
wouldn't.
him. Good for him. He's a Cooney through and through.
No, you don't understand. If Will sees that article, he's going to go over and murder Mr. Chandler.
I should have finished you off yesterday.
Put one hand on me, and you're going to be right back in jail.
Yeah, fine, it'll be worth it.
And this time, nothing your sister can say will change my mind.
You are a dead man,
You
Chandler.
come on. Why don't you try it?
Stop it, both of you. Please, just leave it alone.
You stay out of it,
Oh,
Dixie.
I'm not going to stay out of it. This is my home. I'm not going to tolerate this kind of behavior. Now just stop it, both of you.
I've had it. I want this room cleared of everyone but Dixie.
Don't you dare give me orders in my home, Adam.
Mrs. Martin, you can't expect him to act like a decent human being. He isn't one.
Shut up, Cooney.
I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to leave you alone. Hell, the only reason I don't kill you right here is because this is Mrs. Martin's house, and I respect that. But one day, you're going to suffer for what you did to my sister.
Dixie and I happen to love each other.
Dixie might have slept with the devil once, but as sure as I am standing here, I'm not going to let her marry him.
You don't have anything to say about it.
Like hell I don't.
This is between me and Dixie. Dixie!
Can you stop this for a moment?
Why?
We need to talk. I know you feel hurt, and I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this. I want to make it right. Can we talk this through? Can we be honest with each other, Natalie?
Well, that's all I'd like.
Then?
Okay, I'll tell you what I think. First, David, I thought that we were getting closer, more trusting. I was proud of that.
So am I.
And when he expressed concern about me and my feelings as to whether or not his mother stayed in Pine Valley, I don't know if you can appreciate what that meant to me.
I think I can, yes.
Well, then I thought, though, David sees it. But is David suddenly more sensitive to me than you? You who felt everything, who could read my soul, who was a part of me? Jeremy, when we got married, I honestly believed that there were no two people on the whole earth like us, that we had something so extraordinary, so rare.
We do.
But you seem to be losing sight of it.
I could never do that.
Well, who asks Marissa to stay in Pine Valley? Who tells me he still has feelings for her?
They're not the kind of feelings that should worry you.
Well, they do.
Why?
Because Marissa still wants you. And she will take that glimmer of love in you and breathe life into it, and it'll happen. She's going to take you away from me. And I feel like everything has just floated off beyond me. There's nothing I can do.
Natalie, you're writing the ending to a story that has not even begun. How many times am I going to have to tell you this? What I feel for Marissa is fondness. Fondness for what she once represented in my life. And a responsibility because she's the mother of my son.
You're not being honest with yourself.
How can you say that?
Because you admitted you desired her.
No, that is not what I said. You're the one I desire. You're the one that's important to me. You're the one I'm crazy about. Not Marissa. She knows that. She's not about to make a move on me.
Jeremy.
Don't you have any faith in me after all we've been through? Natalie, why do you suddenly not trust me? I love you. I love you. Why can't you believe it?
Because Marissa has a hold on you that runs deeper than you're willing to admit.
She's a friend, that's all. Can't you see it? Can't you accept it on that level?
No, because it's not on that level.
And I'm telling you, that's all there is. Why can't you have faith in that? And accept it for what it is? Please, try for me.
I don't know.
Natalie, this morning before I left the house, we talked about having a baby. I still want that. Don't you?
Yes, very much. I love you so much, Jeremy.
Then trust me. Believe me. You're the only woman I love.
I'll try. I have to try.
And you won't be sorry.
Welcome back. Couldn't stay away, huh?
Actually, I'm looking for something.
Good time, maybe?
My book bag. I think I left it by my table earlier.
Well, it's probably still here, then.
Hope so.
Something important inside?
My only copy of my research paper.
Ah. So you'd call this book bag valuable property, then?
Yes,
And you'd be willing to go some to get it back?
I guess.
Just how far would you be willing to go?
Poor Bianca, she was so sleepy. I thought she was just going to droop right there on her oatmeal.
Oh, really?
But she didn't. She ate it all up, and then she just went fast asleep right down for her nap.
She's a good girl.
Yes, she is. Oh, I see that you ate your breakfast, too. Well, that's very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm not going to go down for my nap, though.
No, I didn't think that you were.
Oh, really?
What in the world is that supposed to mean?
It means, Erica, that I am on to you.
Excuse me?
Oh, Erica, I know that you would like nothing better than for the two of us to go off and have a snuggle someplace, excuse me, after breakfast, but I am not your man.
Well, excuse me. That wasn't an invitation.
Oh, really? You woke up at the crack of dawn. You made a gourmet breakfast for me. You're dressed in your best Parisian lingerie. And that's not an act of seduction?
Listen, I know that all men want to be wanted, but I think that you're reading too much into all these things.
Oh, I am.
Yes, you are. Look, I'm just trying to be a good scout.
A good scout?
Yes. I mean, my goodness, here we are, the two of us stuck together in the same house. We're taking care of our sick little girl, and I thought, why not make it pleasant? I mean, why not? I mean, I was up. Why not cook some eggs, make some coffee? What's the big deal?
And your negligee?
Well, I mean, when Bianca called me this morning, I just rang. I didn't think what I had on, you know. Then I was up. I thought, okay, I'll start breakfast. And then the phone started ringing, and there was business, and sorry, I didn't change.
Oh, I see.
I didn't offend you, did I?
No, not at all.
Well, good. Oh, by the way, I think that I have found the perfect fragrance.
Oh, for your perfume?
Yes, I'd like to test it on you. I'd like to know if you agree.
Well, anything for the cause, Erica.
Well, it certainly won't be too difficult to handle, I promise. Okay, so now we begin scientifically.
Scientifically?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I think for this test, why don't we just identify these by color. Now, this one I think of as heliotrope.
Very scientific.
It's very light and playful, don't you think?
Yes.
Conjures up images of spring and meadows of flowers and sunny days and the warmth just caressing your skin and lots of laughter.
That's quite a jumble of things.
Yes, look, that's what people are. Come on, why don't you have another run at it? Deeper. Now this one I think of as indigo. And it's fiery and it's passionate. It's very soft. Has an edge, though. And it's the kind of fragrance I feel that just shoots through your body. And then it gives you the shivers, and on the other end, it just eases you into a forest glade, rainstorm. And then it just wraps your body in this very warm caress, like a balmy breeze.
Well, I'm curious. Why have you named them after colors?
Because it captures the essence of me. And this perfume has to be me. You know, everything that I feel and experience, and all the sensual things that are around me.
Well, yes, there is something very sensual about this. I can't place it, though.
Island of Gardenia. The gardens in Charleston. Here, try it here. Go ahead. You know something? If I close my eyes, I'm back in that garden in Charleston, that wonderful plantation garden. And you are standing there, very close to me. And the music is just drifting out over the terrace. We have the whole long night of love ahead of us. Do you feel this, too?
Yes, I do. I do feel it. The perfume is, it's indigo. That's the one, but that's not the name. No, I've got a much better name. One that much better captures your persona. Relentless.
See? I ask you for advice of business, and so you insult me.
Oh, Erica, don't play the innocent routine. I can think of no one more ill-equipped to do that than you.
Well, you are just thoroughly insufferable.
Erica, is it possible for us to just stop playing games? I mean, the reason that you are here is so that we can make sure that Bianca gets better again. Can we just make sure that that happens as quickly as possible, and when that happens, you can go?
Well, maybe the reason for all these little moods you're having is Barbara.
Barbara?
Of course. I mean, you spent the night with her, and then suddenly you are mean and cold to me. Maybe you're feeling guilty.
Guilty? What the hell do I have to feel guilty about?
Well, I don't know. For one thing, you left me here all alone last night to take care of our sick baby while you went out partying all night long. I mean, I didn't sleep at all. I was up all night with the baby. I was sitting right by her bed.
Come on, Erica. She's got chicken pox. She doesn't have the Black Plague.
Oh, I see. Well, I think that you are very neatly trying to avoid the subject.
Oh, yes? And what's that? What's the subject?
The subject is you and the first ex-Mrs. Montgomery.
That subject is none of your business. In fact, my personal life is none of your business. Now, excuse me. I'm going to be at Chandler Communications just in case that Bianca needs me.
Well, I sure don't need you.
Sorry about that. Boss had to run over the lunch specials.
Well, I'd like my book bag now, please.
Say that again?
I'd like my
Please, Park.
Please, Trask. I need my book bag.
Yeah. That ladylike routine's a real turn-on. But you don't have to keep that up with me. You can get what you want without that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can do as much for you as David Ron Paul any day of the week. And we don't even have to go off to some little cabin in the woods.
You can get my book bag for me now, or I will get the boss to give it to me.
Lighten up. It's right here. Can't blame a guy for trying.
I think I can.
Face it. You're great looking. And really hot, too. I just wanted to see if you were as easy as your sister.
Hey! Hey! Hey, I'm looking almost... What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing I can't handle. Let's go.
Glad you decided to come see me.
Well, after running into you at Nico and Cecily's wedding, it just sort of seems like fate.
So, tell me what's been happening.
There is so much. I don't know. I just can't seem to make up my mind about anything. I'm so confused.
Sometimes things get all jammed up, don't they? Well, you know, you've taken a big step coming here. You've already started your problem solving.
Have I?
We're trying to find the answers. That's what we all try to do. Now, maybe if we talk, we can get at that solution.
Where do I start?
Oh, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I'm in consultation. Oh? I'll be right there. Dixie, I'm sorry. I've got an emergency.
Oh, no, that's fine. You go right ahead.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Obviously, you've made yourself quite at home. What do you want?
You give me one reason why I shouldn't ram this down your throat.
Let's work fast before our faces know we're gone. Buy more.
Pull a Cooney down in your filth, and you pay.
Damnation.
What did it take to get Tad Martin to cover for you? I knew in my gut he wasn't the father, just as I'm sure you were. Play on a poor girl's infatuation. Slick talk, a country girl, that's just exactly your style.
I don't owe you any explanations.
What are you going to do about Dixie?
Whatever I want to do.
Well, what are you going to do? You going to abandon her now that you've used her?
The way you abandoned my sister? Taking your pleasure and then leaving Lottie and your son to rot in the hills of West Virginia?
That was different. I never knew.
Oh, she wrote you. You knew, you just didn't care. But no, I'm not going to abandon Dixie the way you abandoned Lottie and Ross. I'm going to marry her.
Do you mean that?
And not you or anyone else can stop me.
I wouldn't dream of it.
What?
No. I'll pay for the wedding. Hell, yes, I'll walk the bride down the aisle.
You'll let a Cooney marry a Chandler?
I'll let my niece give her child its father's name. And if she wants you, heaven help us, I'll go along with that, too.
Well, I am what she wants, more than anything else in this world.
How did his proposal make you feel?
Mixed up.
Nice mixed up, or,
I have dreamed about this for so long. It was like the perfect ending to a happy story. It would make my life perfect, wonderful.
Then you want to marry this man?
I don't know. I mean, that's where I get mixed up. I don't know anymore. That's why I had to ask for more time.
Well, you did the right thing.
Did I? Really?
It's a serious decision. It takes time and thought and care. Aside from the incredible effects it will have on your future and your babies, it will affect your soul.
I hadn't thought about that.
You shouldn't marry someone who'll make it harder for you to be what you should be inside. You know what I mean? Mr. Chandler is a very powerful man. He's already changed your life drastically.
I know. I know he sounds very difficult, but I really think that deep down inside he's a good, honest man, and that he really just wants to do what's right.
For the right reasons?
That's where I get into trouble. I don't know. I mean, I know that the baby is important to him. I mean, that's absolutely certain. But then there's the rest of it. I mean, his loving me.
Do you love him?
Oh. But does he love me? I mean, there's this Adam who says that I'm just the most wonderful woman in the world and that he loves me. And then there is this Adam who says I just don't mean anything.
What do you feel in your heart?
I want him to love me so bad. Maybe he's just saying what he thinks I want to hear.
Why?
So he can have his child.
If that were true, what would you do?
I would run. Just as far as I could.
Do you want him to raise your child?
Only if he loves me.
I see.
Do you think that sounds really selfish?
No, that sounds like you're beginning to see things more clearly. But Dixie, you need more answers before you can even think about marrying Adam.
But what if he's sincere? I mean, I could be throwing everything I've ever wanted away, just right out the window. Happiness, everything. I don't know. I think you're right. I think I just need more information.
Sometimes we need help to get at the right answers. Let's ask God together.
So the little bunny rabbit went through the garden, and he kept bopping everybody on the head. He'd go bop, bop, bop.
And then?
Well, and then he was trying to gather up his vegetables, and someone would come along and he'd go
Amy?
bop.
Hi. I made you super duper home from school lunch.
All right.
We have to finish our story. I'll be right in, honey.
I think Timmy's the luckiest kid in the world to have a mom like you.
Well, that's a sweet thing to say.
Now, do you think that Supermom could take a break? I need to talk to you.
Sure.
I've been thinking about my mercenary days.
Ah.
No, it's not bad. Some good could come out of it, actually. Been thinking of doing some writing.
About your past?
A part of it, the part that would be interesting.
That would be about all of it.
No, actually, I would like to talk about very specifically a time when...
I need the secret sauce!
Come in. Be right back.
Hello?
Natalie, it's Marissa.
Well, how are you? What can I do for you?
Well, I'm fine. Could you tell Jeremy Sky called? She wants to set up an interview with us right away.
All right.
She thinks it's going to be a big sell. Isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
The articles were inspirational. I'm sure that Jeremy told you all about it. Anyway, I'm glad there's no problem, our working together.
Well, we haven't worked out all the details yet. I'm sure Jeremy will want to get back to you.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Bye then.
Bye-bye.
That was Marissa. It seems you're being selective now in the information you're giving me.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're going to be writing together. A series of articles? When were you going to mention that to me? Were you going to mention that?
Of course I was going to tell you.
Of course.
Didn't I talk about writing just before going in the kitchen with
Yes,
Timmy?
but you were so vague, I didn't know what you were talking about.
I was just getting to the ideas of the articles.
Which you've had time to discuss with Marissa at great length.
Not at great length, it's just an idea.
Well, you are going to write together.
Maybe, but nothing is settled.
So you all had time to come up with this idea, figure out what you wanted to do with it, pitch it to Sky at Tempo, but you didn't have time to mention it to me.
We haven't written or signed any contract. Nothing has been agreed upon. I'm said to Marissa that I was going to talk to you about it first.
Okay, do you want to know what I think about this?
Of course I want to know.
Well, I'll let you know. I hate the idea.
Which idea? The idea of me writing or me writing with Marissa?
One and the same. Jeremy, if you have any feelings for me at all, you can tell Marissa she can win her Pulitzer alone.
Tell her no.
Yes, tell her no.
Don't shout. Timmy's in the kitchen. Since when in this marriage are you telling me and giving me orders?
I am not giving you orders. I'm simply telling you I don't like the idea.
I think I should have a say in my own life and in career decisions.
Now you're a writer and I'm stifling your career. This is incredible.
You are making this impossible. I think there are things to be said about this time and about this war, and I would like to say them.
I think that's fine. Say them. Can't you say them alone?
This is the time that I spend with Marissa. In Marissa's country. We fought together. I think the work should be done in collaboration. And it might be a little more than a series of articles. It might be a book.
Oh, now it's a book, Jeremy. Don't be so naive. This is just part of her plan to get you to herself.
She is not trying to get at me. She's not that kind of woman. She could never do anything that isn't ethical or moral. She could never break up a marriage no more that she could abandon.
What, her son?
She isn't petty or devious or manipulative. She's nothing less than...
Then perfect.
Stop this! Stop this right now!
Jeremy, would you listen to yourself? Listen to what you're saying. You just praised Marissa to high heaven. You're telling me I'm giving you orders, and you're proving that my worst fears are going to come true.
What fears?
Jeremy, you are falling back in love with Marissa.
How can you think that? Haven't you heard a word of what I've said?
They're all the same, aren't they?
Almost.
Oh. Right, almost. Nothing could be near as special as what was near that cabin.
That castle.
The castle. Where the two adventurers in the midst of time strode on and
Stop
on.
it. I'm serious. That was our castle.
I know it was.
I miss it.
Sometimes I feel like we're back there. When it gets all quiet like this. When the air goes all soft.
And when you close your eyes and you can hear the crickets.
Or just when I'm with you.
I am so glad that we had that time together. Every time that I think of you, or see you, or spend time alone with you, I'm back there.
Well, we can go back.
Well, we don't even have to. I mean, if you're here and I'm here.
Now, that might all change in just a few months.
College.
And for the first time in my life, I'm really happy. How can I let some stupid university mess it all up?
Well, I want to be near you and near my family.
I know. I have the same problem.
We are so lucky to have each other. And I just wish that the rest of my family could be as happy as I am. I'm very worried about Dixie and Will.
I can't believe Adam would propose to Dixie as if he meant it.
I know all about it. I saw Adam this morning.
And what did he say?
Well, he's convinced that she'll marry him.
What? No. Dixie never said she would, and she won't if I have anything to do with this. I think you and I should talk to her.
I feel Dixie should accept.
What?
Yes, I think Dixie should marry Adam.
All right, wait a second. What the hell is going on, Uncle Pete? Excuse me, you supposedly hate this man. Hell, you told Dixie to stay away from her, right? That he was the devil incarnate. So what the hell, you want her to hook up with him now?
Exactly. And I don't want you to tell her anything else.
What? I'm her brother. I love her. I mean, I'm not gonna let her marry that scum.
Yes, I love her too. She's part of my family, and I will fight to the death to protect my kin. But it's in her best interest and the family's best interest to marry Adam.
But that's crazy.
And no arguments. What I say will happen, will happen. I am the head of the Cooney clan, and I'm going to protect all of you, but you've got to trust me.
Believe me, I want to trust you on this, Uncle Pete, but this is beyond belief. What do you...
I know what's best for Dixie. Her welfare is the most important thing, and the best thing for her to do is to marry Adam.
No, I'm putting my foot down. I can't go. This whole town is crazy. What?
You would marry that girl to your arch enemy? Whose best interests are we talking about
It's none of your
here?
concern.
You seem to think that poor child, you seem to think for some reason that poor child is going to win some private war for you?
I simply care about my niece.
Oh, boy. I shudder to think what you do to people you don't care about.
You keep hollering your opinions, and you may find out.
You don't scare me.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Dixie, where have you been? Are you all right?
I'm fine now. I've made my decision, Adam.
Something wrong? It's not Bianca, is it? She's not
Physically?
sick.
No. She just asked if, she could go home.
Well, she's getting restless. I guess that's normal.
Go home with Mommy and Daddy.
Oh.
I didn't know what to say to her.
Erica, look, sooner or later she's going to catch on.
I know. I just didn't expect it to be so soon, that's all.
She's a very smart girl. She catches on to things.
She's very smart. Just breaks my heart. I mean, I would like to say things to her that would reassure her. I would like to be able to explain things to her, but there's no way I could do that. A rotten thing happened, a very sad thing. And she's not to blame for any of it, but she still has to grow up with this sadness anyway. I just think it's a very, very terrible way to have to start life.
Yeah, I know.
And how can I explain things to her when They really aren't clear to me. Travis, we were happy together. We were building a beautiful life together. What happened? How did it go so wrong so fast?
Erica, you can't keep bringing up the pain like that. It just...
Is it wrong of me to want it back? Just the way Bianca does?
No, it's not wrong. But it's impossible.
I'm so glad you're making me so happy, Dixie. We'll be married right away. Just as soon as the divorce is final. I'm going to make you so happy. We're going to have a wonderful home and a wonderful future.
Let me say what I have to say. My answer is no. I am so sorry. This is all my fault. I had no idea that you hadn't told her.
No, it wasn't intentional.
Well, let me do something. Apologize personally. Explain.
No, there's nothing to be done. Natalie isn't pleased, but there's nothing I can handle.
That's right. Immigration services. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Oh, well, actually, I really don't know. I need to speak with someone in regards to getting someone deported. Mr. Whitworth? Yes. Yes, I will. Hold. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Whitworth. Yes, I'm not really sure how to handle this. You see, I know this person, and I believe this person is in this country illegally. The name? Yes. Marissa Rampal.
Infected. Watch 2020. Now stay tuned for One Life to Live next.